That was hilarious. I wish he'd been mic'd. So that is a never-before-seen clip from tomorrow night's episode of The Walking Dead. So please help me welcome to the stage Robert Kirkman, Galen Hurd, Andrew Lincoln, Chandler Riggs, Norman Reedus, Fernando Lima, and Michael Rooker! Welcome, you guys. Welcome to New York Comic Con. This is so amazing to have you here. I know there's been a lot of anticipation for season 2. Here's the thing, you guys. I typically don't watch ahead. I watch the day we do Talking Dead, but I've seen the premiere of the episode, and honestly, I swear to God, I'm not saying this because they're up here. There is so much amazing zombie action in the episode that I saw that you're going to see tomorrow night that I'm just excited for you to see it. So do you want to tell us a little bit about like where you started the energy from last season and where it's going?
Look, I think everyone would agree, after the way we ended the second season, backing off in any way and slowing the pace down would have been a mistake. I think this is something that showrunner Glenn Mazzara, feels really strongly about. We kind of hit the ground running. I mean, what you just saw is the first, 3, 4, I don't know how many minutes of the show, and it just kind of goes from there, and it's just absolutely, non-stop. I mean, all these guys are running around hacking zombies up, and we really come back in a big way, and I'm really excited for all you guys to see.
This is sort of the appetizer, honestly, and the main course comes after the credits.
By the way, congratulations to Galen Hurd, who just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Mr. Lincoln, it's so nice to see you. It's crazy you're in New York, but this is a little bit of a break for you. Like, you get a couple days off. Like, so how's the season been so far?
It's been pretty intense this season. Just on your first question, the props guys, who are the most incredible fans of this show, as is the rest of the crew. On my first day of filming for this episode, they said there are more zombie kills in this episode than in the whole of season 1. So just to be specific. But filming, I made the fatal error this year of going into the writers' room and saying, what do you think Rick's breaking point is? Well, that's the worst thing I could have said. We find out this season it's been brutal, it's been intense, it's been The Walking Dead, it's been full of love, it's been full of, the character development this season. I think because we jump forward in time, you meet this group of people and they have evolved beyond all recognition, certainly this guy here. Chandler Riggs is killing it in every sense of the word this season.
I think it's so sad for people in the first episode, especially what happened last year and what happened with Dale and how you felt responsible. And so just seeing in the first episode, blam, no regrets at all. Is Carl turning into an awesome killing machine?
Oh yeah. It's really cool for me to play more of a dark character. It's like playing two. What are you doing? it's like playing two different characters. You know, from season 1 to season 3, you can definitely see the changes. You know, from that, and it's really so much fun. And I mean, like Andy was saying, you know, it's just the group has is one now. You know, it's almost a telepathic thing. There was no dialogue in that, as you could see, and so it's really cool. You know, because it was just you get to see this kid, you know, trying to adapt to this world, and he's successfully done that. You know, and it's been tough for him, you know, getting past everything, you know, that he's had to go through, and it's just been so much fun. And I get to work with these amazing actors as well. You know. We have, you know, great writer Robert Kirkman, and we have an amazing producer, Galen Hurd, like that. So it's just awesome to have this amazing show.
Carl, this time we can say he's in the house.
Killing zombies!
You kind of, as your father has to let you grow up at a certain point because, quite frankly, they need the extra hands shooting at things.
Yeah. I mean, like you said in a bunch of interviews, you know, it's just seeing the change from this child to boy soldier. You know, it's really cool in saying that you guys get to see in season 3 more of it, and it's awesome. It really is. Season 3 has to be the best season yet, I think. Yeah. So.
LL Cool N, Ladies Love Cool Norman. You got a standing ovation for getting on a motorcycle, for God's sake. I mean, come on.
It's a cool motorcycle. But hey, can I do something real quick?
Yes, you should.
Where's Mingus? My son Mingus is here. He's right here. But today is Mingus's birthday. So can we sing happy birthday?
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mingus. Happy birthday to you. Woo!
Happy birthday, dude. Mingus is 13 today, is that not correct? Ladies, that means he's a man today. Seriously, don't attack him. So, what's going to happen with Daryl? I mean, what do you see? What do you see developing?
Well, I mean, I think he would do anything to help keep these people alive. But you know, he's been away from, you know, the enforcement of his big brother over there. So. And I mean, they're both always looking for each other, and they love each other in this messed up way. But I think he's, you know, he feels value in these people relying on him, and I think this is his new family, and I think he'd do anything to keep them alive. And he's more sensitive and he's more aggressive at the same time.
Well, he's a survivor. I mean, like, even kind of growing up in what you assume is his family life in this kind of hostile redneck environment, which is. Goes without saying, but and then just adapting his survival instincts. I mean, like he's kind of the heart of the group in a way.
Well, I mean, I think Rick is sort of becoming the brother that he lost, you know, with Merle. And
Just don't care.
Are you blushing? Are you blushing right now?
You're embarrassing.
We have this thing. He and I look at each other sometimes and I'll go, love you. his response is, "Fuck you."
And then the making out starts. I think everyone was I think the number one question we had in the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead, and certainly our first season of Talking Dead, is when's Michonne gonna get there? This episode, the next episode, we announced that you deny Guvida, where the Michonne, and you kicked so much ass in this episode. What has the experience been like for you coming into this like established cast story show? How do you feel?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you come out, you look at this. I mean, this is like totally the icing on the cake. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, the sort of love and joy that stepping into the show brings. You know, it's just been it's an amazing thing to step into. It's such an excellent product as is. You know, and so getting to be a part of it was really it's kind of been a thrill ride for me. So yeah, I've been having a really, really great time. It's been an intense, brutal joy. So I'm having a blast.
I think next year you're gonna see.
No, I'm not from Brooklyn. But I love it. If I move back to New York, that's where I'm moving to.
There you go. Sometimes people just shout out the city they're from for no reason.
Oh, right.
I don't know why. Memphis! Like, but I think next year it's gonna freak you out because you're gonna start to see more and more Michonne cosplay. You know, because she's such a strong character. She's another like Daryl, like just such a survivor. You know, what do you think her path was by the time we see her in the show?
I think she's been through some stuff where, you know, it's really kind of that, I think the moment that people go through when they're actually become survivors, right? I think of Michonne as a bit of a thriver, you know, getting from pre-apocalyptic world to post-apocalyptic world. Whatever happens there is something where it's like you do or you die. And I think her choice to do, it was like very intense, powerful choice that, you know, allowed her to kind of recreate herself into a formidable force in this realm, you know, and one that just is not going down without a fight and is going to figure out how to actually make the realm work in her favor, or at least, you know, make sure she's ahead of the game. She's always thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, you know, and that's kind of really thrilling to get to step into, because it's, you know, she's an intense chick.
Not just not just Michonne cosplay, but I think you'll see Michonne cosplay with the pets, like dragging the pets behind. What do you see?
Oh, I have a pet! Hey!
Oh. Yeah, you're not supposed to wave your arms. It's better not.
I gotta cut off the arms.
That guy's such a fan, he had his lower jaw removed.
Yeah, that too.
What do you think the role of the pets is? What do you see them as?
I think there's a lot of things. I mean, we'll get into that as we go through, you know, getting to know Michonne. But I think, you know, me, Danai, like, I think that is so masterful on her part, because she figures out that, you know, firstly, zombies are the lesser, you know, living form, non-living living form, and she figures out how to use them to her advantage. You know, I mean, like, she's smarter, so I'm going to use them to my advantage. I'm going to take off their jaws, and you can't bite me, take off their arms, and I'm going to make them my pack mules, and I'm going to make them pets I don't even have to pet or feed. So, you know, she's just really smart, you know, it's strategic. So from Danai's perspective, I'm like, that's just really smart, you know, like, capitalize on them. You make use of them. They're not as smart as you.